Hello baby boys! As every Sims 2 player, I do love a little drama and a chaotic gameplay. And that's why in today's video, I'm giving you the very top 10 most dramatic storylines in The Sims 2. Number 10. Dawn leaves Cassandra at the altar. Yes, when the game starts for the Goth family, a wedding is about to happen. Well, not exactly. The scripted event is actually not that shady when you think about it, because it does say perhaps an affectionate gesture will put the relationship on strong footing. So I think this was supposed to be a teaching moment about the game and how it works, but all that we remember is how Dawn left Cassandra at the altar. This automatically set a big soap opera vibe to Pleasantville, and even if I close my eyes, I can still see every single frame of this iconic cutscene. And not only Dawn leaves her at the altar, he's also having multiple affairs, and yes, it does get worse. At one point, Dawn tried to make out with his mother-in-law, Cassandra's mom, Bella Goth. Yeah, I know, but this really happens. I don't know what to tell you. This is definitely one of the most dramatic storylines in the Sims franchise. Oh, and by the way, if you love the Sims 2 creative content, please subscribe. I have a goal of 5,000 subscribers this year, and I'm not there just yet. Making videos might look easy, but that takes a lot of my time. So I was hoping for a little recognition from you. Thank you so much. Leaving a comment, like, and hyping this video would help me reach more people. So if you can, please do that for me, and I'll continue to make more and more Sims 2 creative content. Number 9. The Dreamer family. The drama here started even before the beginning of the game. Darling Dreamer died on a fire, leaving behind her husband and her son. This had a huge impact on Dirk, as we can see through his memories, but he's bouncing back like a pro. As a teenager who has just lost his mom, Dirk needed everything but his father to quit his job. The only job providing for this family, by the way, but that's exactly what Darren Dreamer did. He abandoned his career to become an artist, even though this was like probably the worst time possible. To quote Taylor, "But we got bills to pay, we got nothing figured out." And to make things even more dramatic, Darren is in love with Cassandra, but she's already engaged. I think you will remember that from our last topic. So yeah, things are not going well for this family. And on top of that, they're really boring to play with. What a shame. Number 8. The Pleasants. Spoiler alert, there's nothing pleasant about this one. Where do I even start? Everything about this family is dramatic as F. Daniel Pleasant, the husband, is having an affair with the maid, Kaylin Langerak. Mary Sue Pleasant, the wife, is unaware because all that she cares about is her career. And then the twins, Angela and Lilith Pleasant, look exactly the same, but in reality they're totally opposites. Lilith is gothic and Angela is giving her classic cheerleader stereotype. On one hand, Daniel and Mary Sue were wonderful parents to Angela. They taught her everything and loved her from the start. On the other hand, they do not care about Lilith at all. Never taught her anything, and to make things even worse, Lilith is hated by every single member of her own family, and she hates them back. So I guess I relate to her quite a lot. When the game starts, Lilith and Angela begin to fight automatically. Mary Sue is off to work and Daniel is about to get laid. Mary Sue comes home earlier because she got fired and catches Daniel and Kaylin on the act. As you can tell, the Pleasants are all about the looks. What happens next? Well, that's up to you, but I have a feeling we all keep the drama going. Number 7. Olivia Monty. Now, I know what you're asking. Who is Olivia Monty? Well, she is the mother of Mercutio and Romeo Monty from Veronaville. Remember Veronaville from the Sims 2 base game? I know it's not as good as Pleasantville and Strange Town, but you probably remember it, right? So yeah, what is dramatic about Olivia? Well, everything. Something not everybody realizes is the feud between the Caps and the Montys is much deeper than Juliet and Romeo alone. A lot of Sims here died at a pretty young age, and that's not a coincidence. Actually, both families are killing each other. So even though Veranaville looks a little basic when compared, if you look closer, the lot here is actually gold. Olivia was one of the victims, but unlike any other, she was pregnant. Although she's dead when the game starts, Olivia has a bio. It reads, "While Olivia loves her children and always wanted a big family, will her next birth push her over the edge?" Well, in The Sims 2 you can bring Sims back to life, but if you resurrect Olivia, she will be pregnant forever. Her baby will never come, adding an even more dramatic tone to her death. And it's not over just yet. Have you ever heard about Olivia Monty? That's a sim that got deleted from Veranaville, and she was supposed to be Olivia's daughter. I have a whole video about Olivia Monty that will be linked in the description box. Number 6. The life of Brandy Broke. Well, I guess when your last name is Broke, that says a lot about you. Anyway, Brandy's husband escaped drowned to death in a suspicious pool accident. Maybe Brand has killed him, we don't know, but a lot of players think so. This way, Brand was left with 2 kids to raise, one teenager boy and a toddler. Dustin, the teenager, is a little thief. He's working in the criminal career, but wait, before you get mad at him, just know he's like the only one providing for this family because Brandy refuses to get a job. Instead of getting a job, she's getting pregnant again. Yes, when the game starts, Brand is broke and about to find out that she's pregnant once more. With a third babe on the way, this family is getting closer and closer to starving. Paul Broke, the toddler, is about to grow up, but Brandy didn't teach him anything just yet, so they usually run out of time before Bo can learn all of his toddler skills. When Dustin returns from school in the first day, Brandy will always give him a lecture because he's doing bad at school and stuff, but it's really hard to study and work at the same time, so maybe Brandy should get a job so her son doesn't need to be working. Just saying. I guess you can probably now tell that this family is not only broke money-wise, but also on the inside. Number 5. The Curious family. Well, I don't even know where to start with this one. Glarn Curious is a guy, well, obviously, and he used to be married to Glebe Curious. They were happy together. No, actually, we don't have any information on that, I'm just assuming, but yeah, I think they were, until Glarn got abducted by aliens. He then gave birth to twin girls, Chloe and Lola, both green with black eyes. Now listen, Glarn was probably traumatized by this experience, so he abandoned his daughters and his wife. Glebe then raised the girls alone. Later, he remarried to Kitty Curious, and with her he had 4 kids. Pascal, Laszlo, well, these ones do not actually matter. Jenny Smith. Jenny loved the color green, and so when she became an adult, she married an alien. That alone would be triggering SF to Glarn, I can see that, but wait for it, Jenny married the same alien, yes, the same one who abducted and impregnated her father many years ago. That makes of Jenny the sister and the stepmom of Chloe and Lola. And Jenny had 2 kids with Polynesian Tech 9. Yeah, you wanted dramatic, I gave you dramatic. Number 4. The Grant family. Now that we've entered Strangetown, it's gonna be hard to leave. Lila Grant was the wife of General Buzz Grant, but they got into this huge fight that we know nothing about, and she left in the middle of the night. Before that, they actually broke up. We don't know exactly when, but I believe on the same night, Lila Grant paid a visit to Olive Spectre. What she was not expecting though is that Olive Spectre would murder her that night. Lila was then buried among other Olive's victims and was never seen again by her family. To make things even harder for her children, General Buzz is not a good father at all. She's actually giving narcissistic father. You see, narcissistic parents usually have the golden child, that is, the child that they love and protect, that would be Tank Grunt. Then they have the scapegoat, the one they blame everything for, that of course would be Rip, and then the invisible one, the child the narcissistic parent ignores, and that would be Buck. His bio actually says that. He spends a lot of time wondering why his father never seems to notice him. So these boys have their mom killed and they're being raised by a narcissistic father, who also happens to be a general and a racist against aliens. I don't feel like anything could top that, but the next one can. Number 3. The Beaker couple. I said Strange Town was dramatic, in a way that nowadays would probably be not okay for a lot of people, so that's why we have Sims 4 lore instead of Sims 2 lore. Thank you so much. The Beaker couple is composed by Circe and Loki, a doctor and a scientist. These guys kidnapped a boy, Nerve's subject, and they are torturing him. For science? No. For their own pleasure. Oh, and of course, Nervous is not just any boy. He is the freaking child of Olivia Spectre, a serial killer, and the Green Reaper himself. Or itself, I don't know. In The Sims 2 for PSP, the Beaker's crimes got even worse, and they ended up killing Nervous and kidnapping another guy. So that's how you know Sims 2 was not playing when the topic was dramatic storylines. Number 2. The disappearance of Bella Goth. This is still a hot topic in the Sims community. Everybody talks about that, although it's been 20 years. When the game starts in Pleasantville, Bella Goth is not there. Mortimer Goth, Cassandra Goth, and even the new addition of the family, Alexander Goth, are there, but Bella is nowhere to be found. Till this day, we don't know exactly what happened, but many theories try to explain it. Bella was abducted and never seen again, except we kept seeing her in many Easter eggs. She was last seen at Dawn's, where he tried to make out with her, but she refused. Somehow she still thought it was okay to go upstairs and look at the stars, and then the rest is history. Now of course, a lot of players believe Dina and Nina Caliente has something to do with that. They have distant alien relatives, so there's a connection here, and Dina was actually married to Bella's brother Michael, so maybe this was her original plan all along. Number 1. Olivia Spectre is a serial killer. There's nothing more dramatic or problematic in The Sims 2. Olivia Spectre has allegedly killed a bunch of Sims, including Lila Grunt, Ophelia's parents, that is, her sister and her brother-in-law, her 3 husbands, and a bunch of NPCs. Some people believe Olive was in love with the Green Reaper, and that's why she was killing people, because that would be the only way they could see each other. And that actually makes some sense, because Olivia Spectre had sex with the Green Reaper. I know this sounds crazy, but this happened. Then she got pregnant and gave birth to Nervous subject. Now, being raised by a serial killer must not be easy, so Nervous was taken away and later kidnapped by the Beakers. I'm not sure if that was any better. I guess Olive felt bad about that, because she then killed her sister and brother-in-law to get hold of her niece. Although she made many victims, Olive was never caught, and when the game starts, she does not have a lot of time left, so she's about to be reunited with her love for the very last time. And that's it for today's video, baby boys. Oh my god, I love a dramatic storyline inside of The Sims, and I know you love it as well. So please subscribe, leave a comment, like this video, and hype the video if possible. That's it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.